My name is Landon. I'm a fourth year university student studying chemistry, and while I'm juggling weekly assignments, tests, midterms, and lab reports, I'm also juggling business tasks and entrepreneurship, whether it's sales calls, team meetings, my own tasks, and learning and continuing to network with other like-minded individuals. Now, how do I juggle both of these? How did I even branch into entrepreneurship? Now, let's be honest, it's very tough. It's hard to juggle all of this, and I'm 21 years old. How did I even get into this to start? It's not easy, but I'm willing to share the 5 tips that I took away from being a university student and focusing on entrepreneurship at the same time. How do you juggle both? Where should you direct your time? And where will it bring you? Going into tip number 1, you have more time now than you'll ever have in the future. Let's be honest, if you're my age, 21, you have less responsibility now than you ever will in the future. We don't pay for our own house. Sure, maybe we pay rent. Maybe we have to pay for some food, but we do not have the same responsibilities that we're going to have 20 years down the line. When we have kids we need to take care of, a full-time job to show up to, how are we going to take on those entrepreneurial battles? How are we going to win them? And the best answer is to start now, because now is the best time. The second point that really helped me, the second true tip, is to never stop learning. I found the most success. I got the best chance of my lifetime, the best opportunity, when I simply went out to network. And go out to network doesn't mean you need to leave university campus or your own home, wherever you're staying. It means that you can simply go to LinkedIn, look for business owners, say you would like to connect and learn from them since you're trying to start your own business. Make sure they know you're not trying to sell them. A lot of people have their guards up and will say no in fear that you're trying to sell them a service. My whole goal was to book meetings so I could get those meetings under my belt and say that, yes, I can book meetings. And once I branched into sales, then I knew how to book them from a genuine standpoint. But I was also able to learn from all these entrepreneurs, and a lot of them had networks that they were able to refer me to and say, look, if you go to this guy, I'll let him know that you're going to reach out to him. He has a lot of advice on this specific issue. That brought me my best deal. And it didn't come from someone else. It came from me being willing to reach out and network. Number 3, time management. This is really important. You need to plan out each week in advance. All my university classes, meetings, and high priority tasks are scheduled into my calendar the week before. So every Sunday I go into my calendar and I make sure that everything is scheduled in as it should be. Make it easy on yourself. Set things as recurring time blocks each week, so you just have to schedule it once and forget it. But when it comes to the night before each day, you have to go into your calendar again, or simply make a list of 5 things you need to achieve that day. And I'll give you another key point that really helped me, but managing my time this way, breaking down the day into priorities and focusing on one priority at a time until it was achieved, was actually the most important thing to getting all of my assignments done on time, all of my work done on time, and being able to focus. Focus is really important. Number 4, all of what I just said might sound crazy, but it's okay to take a break. About not that long ago, actually, a matter of months ago, I had no sleep. In September, October, I was really only getting a couple of hours of sleep per night, and I didn't think it was taking a toll. I could work through the entire night, the entire next day, and not get tired, go to bed at 11, wake up at 5, and still be okay for the next day. I felt like a machine. But when I talked to the people that were important to me, when I spoke to my girlfriend and she said, yeah, I can tell you're not getting enough sleep. You're forgetting things. And I was forgetting a lot. And by the time I realized I was forgetting that much, it didn't matter anymore. It was too far. And I ended up being able to get less done in a day because I had less sleep. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to get 8 hours of sleep per night because you will be more effective. Now, when I say take a break, a lot of people, a lot of your online gurus will say, no, don't take a break. Break is for weak people. But let's be honest. Can you keep up at this pace forever? And if you can't, what's the use? Business and entrepreneurship is a long-term game. If you can't keep up at the pace you're at, slow it down. For me, I can go Monday through Thursday straight and not take a single break or enjoy a single moment. I can just work those days. But by the time Thursday evening comes around, yes, I will pull up Netflix and watch a movie while I journal, plan out my tasks for the next day, and take care of any low priority tasks. The little tasks that just take time and no thought. And is that okay? Yes, absolutely. Can I be doing something better with my time? For sure. But it doesn't concern me because my highest priorities are done at my best time of day. For me, that's early in the morning if I'm able to. And I make sure that those are all finished so I can take that little break. And every weekend, I still make time to go on a date with my girlfriend, take the time to relax and get enough sleep. Tip number 5. Success does not come immediately. In January of 2024, I was broke. I had less than a couple $100 to my name. I had to pay off a credit card and I couldn't tell anyone. I lost most of it trying out these businesses, trading on the stock market, and I just wanted success to come fast. But the first success I had was by getting a couple $100. I went to this community and I wrote to people. I said, look, I'll do your copywriting for free. Whatever you need copy on, I'll write it for free. I'll get you results. And eventually I reached out to someone and said, look, I have all these testimonials from the people I did work for free. And I can do your copy for you. It'll just be, I think I did $8 per long form piece of copy. This was my first online income and it was mine. It was all profit. So as I went through 2024, and when I set the goal in January to make $5,000 that year, I didn't cross that goal until October, November. So when I set the goal at the beginning of the year to achieve $5,000 in revenue, I didn't know it would take me 10 months to get to that point. But I also didn't know that I'd be able to 8x that income with the opportunity that came my way. So with that final tip, I will say just focus on the long term. It means doing work for free for testimonials. It means accepting the small opportunities that come your way, the $8 an hour jobs, $150 every single month. But those are big wins. They're your first wins. They're actually the first stepping stones that'll form the foundation of an incredible bridge to your goals. And with that being said, those are the 5 tips I learned. All of these little details brought me success while I was in university. And success for me was very different than what I thought it'd be. It wasn't $20,000 a month and up. It was making $5,000 when I said I would make that much money. It was achieving the goal I set out for myself while getting a small scholarship for having my GPA over a certain mark. And that brought me the feeling of success. And that's all I want for you too. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be providing more information on mostly around sales, but this gives you the story about how I started in entrepreneurship.